there are various operations which we can perform on graph, like intersection, union, sum, ring sum, complement, fusion, and product. Okay, so we see one by one some operations. First operation is union. As the name suggests, union means combinations of all. Means union of one graph and two graph. If there are two graphs are given and we have to take the union of these two graphs, then we have to combine these two graphs. So if we take there are two graphs G1 and G2, and the vertex said VG1 union G2 equal to VG1 union VG2, and the edge set of EG1 union G2 equal to EG1 union EG2. Now we see with the help of an example. If we have a graph G1 like this, AB, CD are the vertex and U1, E2, E3, E4 are the edges, and the graph G2 like this, B, D, E, the edges are E4, E5 and E6. The union of these two graphs is we have to combine the vertex of G1 and G2 and the edge set of G1 and G2. So it gives the union like this, G1 union G2, you can see in the figure. Next operation is intersection. As we know that we have to take the common edge on a vertex in the intersection of two graphs. If we have a graph G1 and G2 as shown in the figure, and the edges are E1, E3, E5, E6 in G1 and E1, E3, E2 in G2. Then in the intersection of these two graphs, we see here the common part of the vertex is G1 and G2 are A and B, and the common edges joining A and B is E3 in G1 and G2. So we take the common part and A and B as vertex and their edges E3. This is the intersection of these two graphs. Now the third operation is sum of two graphs. Okay, so in the sum of two graphs represented as G1 plus G2, in this we take the vertex of G1 plus G2 is VG1 and VG2, and the edge set of G1 plus G2, we take those edges which are in G1 and in G2, and edges obtained by G1 obtained by joining each vertex of G1 to each vertex of G2. Okay, so if we take a graph like this, G1 with vertex A and B, and another graph G2 with vertex A dash, B dash and C dash. So the sum of G1 plus G2, at first we have to take the vertex and the edges of both graph. So at first we take AB and A dash, B dash, C dash and their edges, and then we have to take the edges obtained by joining each vertex of G1 to each vertex of G2. Just like we join the vertex A with the vertex A dash, B dash and C dash, and also the vertex we join the vertex B with another the vertex A dash, B dash and C dash. So this is the sum of two graphs. Next, the next operation is ring sum. Ring sum is denoted by G1 plus within a circle G2. Similarly, the vertex set we taken VG1 union VG2, and the edge set is EG1 union EG2 minus EG1 intersection EG2. So you can see in this edge set we have to take the edges that either in G1 or in G2, but not in both. So in this case we reject the common edges. We reject the common edges of both the graph, and we have to take the another edges which is either in G1 or in G2. So in this graph we take two graph G1 and G2. You can see in G1 we have the vertices 1 2 3 4 and the corresponding edges, and the graph G2 we take 1 2 3 5 as vertices and their corresponding edges. Now clearly in the both graph the common edges are xy, which is joining 1 and 2 and the vertex 1 and 3. So we have to reject these two edges and we take the another edges and in this ring sum we take another edges.